Hello, this is Kate, and this is Game 1 of the Let's Body Check Cancer tournament that was played just this past weekend. This tournament is in its 10th year, raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society. This is my 4th year playing in the tournament, and this is my 3rd year playing for this team, who goes by the name Cancer Fighters. It is a huge tournament these days. It's got 4 divisions, and it is a co-ed tournament. The rules basically for this one are you must have 2 female players on the ice at all times. As this is approximately a 3-year jump from the last video that was on the channel, I have, I believe, 4 gear changes since then. And since there's 4 games for this tournament, I'll talk about each one in its own video. So in this game, I'll talk about my new cage. I believe about 5 months ago, I switched to the cat-eye cage. I grew up at one point using a old school style cat-eye cage, and I really missed having it. The sight is definitely nice to have, and the style of it obviously is top tier. So I went back to that and found a local powder coating guy that painted it up for me in metallic blue, and really love it. I've been enjoying it ever since I got it. So there we go. I did not have first shot of the tournament will be a breakaway on my bingo card. Luckily, I somehow managed to come away with this save. I feel like I've improved a lot over the last 3 years from what you've seen in the most recent video on the channel. I'm hoping that you guys will agree with that. I'm definitely interested to see what y'all have to say. I'd like to think I've gotten a lot better with the glove projection, and my glove is also less of a toaster glove. The pucks actually stay in it most of the time now, which is nice. Still enjoying the sound of a shaft save. Never gets old. Definitely had some really nice puck luck in this first period. And those little tiny short legs are just long enough. Twice. Very dangerous rebound here on this sharp angle shot, but fortunately got my pad down just in time to squish the follow-up shot to the ice. Because I have an open back on this GoPro camera, you can actually hear my screams when the puck does weird things. Completely lost it in the black jersey, black pants, and it took such a weird bounce. So lucky that it hit me and just bounced out to the side instead of going into the net, because I did not see that one coming. And that is the end of the first period. But that did remind me of another change. My original videos were all recorded on the GoPro 7, and lately I have upgraded to the GoPro 11. Well, can't say there wasn't pop that time. And that's a goal for the Cancer Fighters. And that is a second goal for the Cancer Fighters. Stick on the ice to cover 5-hole? What? Definitely should have been able to cover this rebound, though. Well, the good fortune had to end sometime. The rebound on this wraparound attempt goes straight to the slot. And while I did at least center myself in the net, I gained exactly 0 depth. I just give the shooter way too much choice to shoot at. I was immediately kicking myself and telling myself off for not pushing forward to the top of the crease. Whether on my feet or even on my knees, like I need to gain depth, especially in this tournament against all these fast shots and really good shots. And gaining that depth that I want can definitely be difficult for me because I have a tendency to back closer to the line when I'm nervous, and that never helps. Would have been nice to be a bit more square for this shot, but nice leg extension and make a really nice pad save, and my defense helps me corral this one in. It got a little bit too far away from me. You heard that right. Penalty shot. Good thing for me is that I love penalty shots. They are my favorite. It is nice to see I'm more lined up with the puck than I am with the shooter. I could have been a little bit more to my right, but he definitely sees more net than is available to the puck and ultimately ends up putting this one wide. Unfortunately, at the face-off right after this penalty shot, this happens. There's just something weird about the visibility on this one and the speed at which it suddenly sort of came out of nowhere right immediately after the puck drop. I almost got it. It did hit my skate and go in, but I was definitely a little bit frustrated that I wasn't able to get my pad down in time. It just felt like a shot I should have had, even though it was just so sudden. I do think my movement is getting a lot better, though, overall. And we're going on the penalty kill. And that is the end of the second period. This one takes a bit of a deflection off one of my defenseman's stick, but, nice solid glove save here. This goal is just a really nice shot against the grain from the slot. Definitely going to be a hard one for me to get, but it is the usual issue here. I knew it in the moment. I know it watching back. I just needed more depth. If I'm at the top of my crease for this shot, I have a much better chance of making a small movement to get it or forcing him to put it wide or into me. So that's really the biggest thing on this goal. And this fluky goal was the most frustrating of all of them. It's just a harmless pass, not on net at all. I forget if it was her shin guard or her skate, but it just hits and immediately deflected past me. To some degree, there's not a lot you can do when something weird like that happens and catches you off guard, but even in the moment, I was just annoyed with myself for not preparing for something weird to happen and just going down just in case the puck hit someone and suddenly was coming at me. Because if I had gone down, just in case, I'd probably get this with my pad or my stick. And instead it deflects and gets past me in this way that just looks horrible. Very demoralizing for me, for sure. And then this goal. Well, it's better than the last one, at least. The guy just sneaks in unnoticed at the back door and gets a perfect pass, makes a perfect shot. I almost had it. In the moment, I thought I was going to get it, but I just couldn't get over in time. And now I'm a little rattled, and I don't get my paddle all the way down when I try and clear this attempted pass through the crease. That Mike did not catch me saying, "Oh shit." Luckily, my defenseman was the one that was there. Would have been nice to catch the original shot here, but it hit off my palm the way I had to move my hand. I do at least manage to stay out, cutting the angle, and come away with the follow-up save. And that is the end of game 1 for the Let's Body Check Cancer tournament. These ones always feel hard to judge myself on how I feel like I played, because whenever I let in a lot of goals, I always feel like I played like garbage because I let in a lot of goals. But at the same time, it's a bit of whiplash to go from my rec league straight into this tournament with all these young guys. Just the speed of the pucks and the plays that people make is so different. It's really jarring, and it can be really hard to stay on top of it and sort of reset yourself. And I'm also, 49, almost 50, playing against guys that could be my kids. So that's always fun and challenging. I think the game started exceptionally well for me. Really couldn't have hoped for a better start than what I got. And along the way, some really good goals, good shots, a couple of fluky goals that I would really like to have had back. But in the end, we end up taking the 5-2 loss and just regroup and move on to the next game. But in the meantime, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.